Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
In the sweeping story of every life, we don't remember days, only moments.
You know how I feel.
As a child, you had a vision of the future, and you made a promise to yourself. You would struggle, fight, and bleed for this chance.
You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
As a man, you awaken on the threshold of your own legend. So much work is waiting, but this moment is glorious.
And I'm feeling good.
Today, your soul is charged with the electricity of new beginnings. Today, you can reflect on those powerful moments when you understood that somebody loved you. Somebody believed in you. Heroes of quality and character showed you the way. And now it's your moment to carry those kind of expectations. Are you good enough to make others better? To be remembered? Are you good enough to be great? Today you will be judged, but no matter when you're chosen, it is you who determines your worth.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
Today it's not about the effort or the game. What's coming will define you as a man. This is your life.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling.
Push away the fear and roll up your sleeves. Be in this moment. Let the new journey begin.
Hello everybody, welcome to the 2011 JDFFL Draft Lottery, presented by Victor's Lie, the ultimate in stunk-fitting men's lingerie and loungewear. He's Timothy Mahafson, I'm Skip Hunter, and the draft is just around the corner, so we need to get ready for it, I would say. It's a little different this year. We have the different power rankings from last year, so let's look at the top 5 rankings of the owners and see what we can expect from them.
Absolutely, yes. There have been wholesale changes in the Mahaffey Index, including a new number 1. The top 5 stayed the same. However, the rankings within the top 5 changed a lot. The commish himself has taken over the number 1 spot with a Mahaffey Index rating of 128.5. He moved up from 5th last year. Our previous number 1 was Jeremy Hyland, who moved from 1st down to 5th, switching places with commish, and moved his rating down to 94.5. We also had a switch at the 2 and 3 spot, with Scott Dowman taking over number 2 from Jamie Hyland, who was the previous number 2 and has now fallen to 3. Our number 4 spot stayed the same, with Travis Small holding on to that number 4 spot with a 99 Mahaffey Index rating. It'll be a crazy year. Looking forward to see what the draft holds.
Wow, great stuff, Timothy. Now, can you give us a little insight of who's coming in from behind?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, as always, our last place in the Mahaffey Index has not changed. Brad Taylor still holds that in 20th place with a rating of only 7.5. He's only a whopping 121.5 behind the commish himself. However, our lowest active owner happens to be one Noah Hendrickson. He is ranking out at 17th with a Mahaffey Index rating of 21. We also have 2 fairly young players in the mix for that last spot, one being the rookie, Kevin, and the other being Mark. So it should be a tight race for the end as well.
Sounds like it. Great analyst from Timothy Mahafson, bringing the knowledge as always. Now let's head over to the commissioner for the revealing of the picks.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2011 Jonkey Dong Fantasy League Football Draft. And with that, let's get started. With the 14th pick in this year's draft goes to Travis. Psych George. Sorry, Travis, you got the 13th pick. And with the 13th pick, as I mentioned before, Travis. The 12th pick in this year's draft goes to Alex. The 11th draft pick will go to Noah. 10th draft pick goes to Brandon. Sorry, Brandon. I know I told you had the first pick. 9th pick will be drafted by Chris. The 8th pick in this year's draft goes to Big Perm. 7th pick this year's draft goes to Scott Dowman. 6th pick will be selected by Jeremy Highland. 5th pick in this year's draft goes to Justin Horner. The 4th pick goes to Kevin Bowman. That means we have 3 left, with the 3rd pick in this year's draft goes to the one and only defending champs, Big Googies, Dan Luking. The 2nd pick goes to Tim. And that means with the 1st pick in the 2011 Jonkey Dong Fantasy League Football Draft will be selected by Mark. I want to wish everybody good luck this season. Let's make it a great season.
Well, there it is, folks. Mark Rippinger with the first pick in this year's draft. I think we can all agree that this is going to be a great football season. Now let's bring back Timothy Mahafson and our own resident Chester molester, Dustin Orner, to see what they think of the draft order. So we've seen your mock drafts. So what can we expect from the lottery from this?
You know, what I'm really interested to see is whether the commish can repeat as champion without that first pick that everyone thought was a little shady.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the first pick this year, but he always does a great job managing his bye weeks, always making sure that his rosters are full. He's going to do just fine. I don't have any problem. I mean, I've got total confidence in him.
Well, just fine is one thing, but I'm talking about winning. And, you know, there's never been a repeat champion. In fact, there's nobody with 2 championships. And while he did have a good year, there's a lot of one-hit wonders out there. And I just kind of wonder if he's going to be one of them.
He's got to start somewhere, though. I mean, the Patriots won, 3 championships in a row? They started at 1. So, I mean, the commissioner's got great talent on his team, and I have no problem in confidence.
Well, teams change from one year to the next.
Yeah, but he's a great manager, so, I mean...
You know, I'm also interested to see whether Travis can pick up all the Packers again without, you know, such a low pick. I don't think Aaron Rodgers would be available at 13.
Yeah, he's not going to be there, but hopefully Travis still has enough of the rest of the picks to be able to get somebody other than the Packers, because that's the only team that seems to want to draft.
And you never know. I mean, with Noah taking Cooley in the first round and Tim drafting like a buffoon, anything can happen. Maybe he does fall that far.
Yeah, you know what? He might. But the other thing I was thinking about too is Brandon. Brandon, I hear he's calling for the assistant to the commissioner's head. I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, yeah, I've heard that too. But speaking of falling far, I think I looked at the power rankings, and Brandon was sitting at number 11 after last season. So, you know, I'm not real worried about what the bottom feeders are saying.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon's he's always going to be at the bottom of the list. But
you know what's going to be interesting to me is whether Pierre Garçon and Chad Henne, Dustin Orner's big breakout performers last year, can build on those performances.
Well, I tell you what, Pierre Garçon had 8 touchdowns last year and he missed 6 games.
We might want to check the facts.
Check the facts. Yeah, check the facts. It's right. Yeah, 8 touchdowns, 6 games missed.
According to Dustin, is this like Sean Casey leading the Reds in stolen bases?
No, it was Dimitri Young. He led the Reds in stolen bases with 8 that season.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Well, that about does it for us. Good luck in the draft, and remember to keep it on Jonkey Dong TV for all your JDFFL news. And we also follow us on Twitter at JDFFL. For Timothy Mahafson, I'm Skip Hunter. Thank you.